The voters of Broward County voted to tax themselves for improvements to their schools across the district. Florida TaxWatch monitors the progress of the SMART program each quarter, and here's the latest Florida TaxWatch report.
The SMART program is an acronym for Safety, Music and Arts, Athletics, Renovations, and Technology. So the monies are used to do things like buy computers, laptops for students, refinish tracks, upgrade weight rooms, buy musical equipment, theater equipment, stuff like that. And the biggest part of the program is the physical renovation of schools. Broward County was experiencing a serious deficit in deferred maintenance on their schools. A lot of the schools were run down and needed to be repaired, and the school board went to the voters, and 74% of the voters approved the issuance of these bonds. So it's a very popular program when it was approved, and it'll generate at least $800 million to improve the schools. It will improve the overall quality of the schools in Broward County. The schools will be safer. The single point of entry projects have been completed at every school, and those projects limit access to the campus. There are a number of other security and safety improvements being made, things like fire alarm systems, fire sprinkler systems, ADA ramps and things like that, fences, and other things that make the campus safer and more secure. The end of the current school year marks the end of year 7 of the SMART program. This is significant because the district's original plan was to begin all facilities construction projects by year 5 and complete all projects by the end of year 7. We now know that that's not going to happen. It's going to take considerably longer to complete the planned facilities projects. The technology spend portion of the SMART program is complete. The district purchased I think more than 90,000 computers, tablets, laptops, desktops, and things like that to comply with their standard of 1 computer for every 3.5 students. In reality, they're at 1 computer for every 2 students. The music spend portion is completed. The district has purchased more than 60,000 pieces of musical equipment. They've purchased more than 135 kilns. The schools that have theater programs, there's been funds set aside to upgrade those programs, and those are completed as well. Weight room projects are completed, track resourcing projects are completed. And the 2 remaining issues are the primary renovations that are planned and the money to pay for those. A major component of the planned renovations is re-roofing. And the re-roofing project is the equivalent of re-roofing the area of 300 football fields, including the end zones. And finding qualified firms to do all of this roofing has posed a problem. A new schedule was put into place recently that extends the completion date for the facilities projects to near the end of calendar year 2025, with some projects spilling over into early 2026. Yeah, this is the 3rd time the schedule has been reset. The budget has increased from about $987 million to about $1.31 billion. Then there are delays in getting projects designed and approved and constructed, primarily because of change orders. As contractors get into building a project, oftentimes there are unforeseen circumstances that require the school board to appropriate additional funds for the project. Since the completion of the last quarter, the SMART program budget has increased about $12 million. There are two hurdles. One is the ability of the district to maintain the new construction schedule. The second one is the financial risk associated with the project and the fact that costs continue to increase. To mitigate the schedule delay issues, we have recommended that the district look at its core business processes to see if there are opportunities to reduce the amount of time it takes to move projects through the process. For example, the time from approval of a contract to authorization to proceed is about 70 days. And I'm sure there are opportunities in there to reduce that time. Change orders on average are taking about 192 days to approve. It's the policy of the school board to approve every change order. So you could have a $10 million project, have a $500 change order, and that change order would have to go to the school board for approval. And again, that's taking an average of between 6 and 7 months. Mitigating the financial risk is more of a challenge. We've looked at the current spend rate of the district. And as I said earlier, the current schedule envisions that all the construction projects would be completed near the end of calendar year 2025. Current spend rate, it appears that the money will run out before the projects are completed. So the challenge to the district will be to find additional funds to make sure that all of those projects can be completed.